Hello everybody, River City Reactor here. I got a couple requests for some more Dax. So let's see what he has to say. This is Depression. If it's anything like the last one, it'll be a very edgy kind of a video here. Almost like a movie. So let's get into this. Definitely.
I can't find myself. I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need help, but I pushed all them away. I took the cards they dealt, and there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days.
Yes, definitely very movie-like. Even looks like it's like a movie directing thing here. I'm not sure what's going on, but some very intense visuals already. Almost looks like he's drowning in the one scene. Let's see what his depression is all about.
Myself, I just pray for brighter days. Sometimes I sit and I reminisce about the good times. Wish I could get those back. I keep on running these races that go in my mind, and they go on these tracks. I'm not ready to erase all my memories. I fight depression and I let it get the best of me.
I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this song. Depression is a serious thing out there with a lot of people. Looks like a very like 70s looking set here. It's kind of odd.
I fight depression and I let it get the best of me. Now there's nowhere to run, nowhere to go. Look around, there's liquor bottles all on the floor, filling up the space inside my heart and my home, drowning out these
liquor bottles everywhere. Liquor filling up the space in the heart of my hole in my heart. Wow. I'm sure that's one way a lot of people deal with it. Probably not the best, but very understandable.
On the floor, filling up the space inside my heart and my home, drowning out these thoughts until they leave me alone. I can't find myself. I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need help, but I pushed all them away. I took the cards they dealt, and there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days.
He prays for brighter days. Just kind of hoping for the best. I'm sure that's a lot for people to do in that situation. Might be all they can do in a lot of situations here. I like the beat of the video. It has like a cool funky beat for such a sad subject matter.
Myself, I just pray for brighter days. These thoughts are draining all my energy. I try to tell them the God, they said I'm going insane, and then they recommended therapy. And I go and talk to a man who's getting paid to explain. He started saying that the chemical imbalance is the reason that my brain ain't connecting to accomplishments associated with moving on in life and past the things that my heart cannot contain, so the happiness won't sustain. And he read me my options. He said, here goes a pill, only take 2 to eat a meal, and it'll numb how I feel.
Of course, take some more pills. I'm sure it helps a lot of times, but I'm sure some people probably don't need it. Every situation is different for every individual, I'm sure.
He said, here goes a pill, only take 2 to eat a meal, and it'll numb how I feel. I can't find myself. I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need help, but I pushed all them away. I took the cards they dealt, and there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days. Should I drown all these thoughts or should I leave them to float? I've got all of my flaws living inside of this boat. I've been anchored in pain, the weight is making me choke. It's getting harder to breathe, it's pulling right at my throat. I've been hoping for change but don't know how to restart. They say you ain't a man when you exposing your heart. Then they say you insane.
Wow. That's quite a verse there. Comparing to a boat and out in the water. Comparing to men shouldn't act like that. Wow. Definitely lots of different thoughts going on in his head. Let's take this verse back here.
Myself, I just pray for brighter days. Should I drown all these thoughts or should I leave them to float? I've got all of my flaws living inside of this boat. I've been anchored in pain, the weight is making me choke. It's getting harder to breathe, it's pulling right at my throat. I've been hoping for change but don't know how to restart. They say you ain't a man when you exposing your heart. Then they say you insane until it tears you apart. And then it cuts you so deep and they can tell by the scars. We can only see change when we accept who we are. Try to run from the shame and you won't never get far. Don't you bottle the pain and live your life in the dark. You're meant to break from those chains and shine as bright as a star. Don't you ever tell yourself that your depression is the reason you won't make it, or that happiness is not in your cards. With our God you can beat all the odds. Keep your faith and you'll never be lost. And say,
Keep your faith, you'll never be lost. I guess his answer is to look to a higher power and everything will be okay, or at least will be better. Back to the boat again. I see the boat, and then I see it looks like him drowning. Very cinematic elements in here. Very interesting.
With our God you can beat all the odds. Keep your faith and you'll never be lost. And say, I can't find myself. I get lost inside my brain. Think I might need help, but I pushed all them away. I took the cards they dealt, and there's nothing I can change. So when I'm by myself, I just pray for brighter days.
Definitely Truman Show ideas here. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. Maybe these are all references to that. But I definitely recognize this scene where he gets to the edge and goes through the door. It was a very good movie, I remember. It's just been years and years since I've seen it. Wow. That was pretty intense. That's his vision of depression. Very interesting. I hope you enjoyed that. This has been River City Reactor. Until next time, goodbye.